Hi YouTube! I thought it would be a great idea to do this haul video right before all the excitement and everything sort of drains out. I know it's hard to lose excitement over Lolita packages, but I just wanted to capture the magic as soon as possible. So that's why I'm not in full Lolita right now. I didn't expect my Bodyline package to come like right now, and it did, so I just quickly grabbed my phone and everything and sat down. One quick announcement before I get going is that this is going to be one of two last haul videos, probably, for a while. There may be other haul videos, but they're going to be like local finds and sort of more budget-y, like, oh, I found something at a non-Lolita store and it can totally work for Lolita kind of thing. The reason why is that I basically need to save up money to finish rebuilding my computer. I had to totally replace it over winter, and the one thing I'm missing is a hard drive, and it seems like if I saved up for about 2 months, I could get exactly the dream computer hard drive that I need, but I always end up diddling away like a little bit on Lolita, and then I don't really have enough, so then I have to wait a month, but then I kind of end up seeing something that I really want. So I've made a commitment and a pledge to not make any major Lolita purchases until next fall. And so there's still going to be small things, but nothing big. So let's get started. This is the last Bodyline until fall. So I wanted to make sure that I would get a lot of spring staples and a lot of things that would carry me through to the to the colder seasons. Bodyline, I would say, is a really good store for basics. I would compare them in the United States to, like, not necessarily a Walmart. I think it's a little bit more like a Target or a Kohl's, but they're really great for, like, well, outside of Lolita, you know, when you just need a good pair of jeans. I would say that this is comparable, and, you know, you need a good t-shirt or something. Bodyline is a great place to get basics that just work. They fill a need in your wardrobe, and later you can either keep them or, you know, trade them out for something else. But they have a way, but Bodyline has a way of really filling needs. And so let's get started. First thing is maybe not super exciting, but it's a necklace. I'll tell you a secret. I'm building 2 coordinates. In terms of Lolita clothing, I'm somebody who's probably not really going to have head-to-toe cords or matching outfits, but there's 2 themes I really want to do. One of them is I want to do some kind of a chocolate coordinate, some kind of like a brown dress with a bunch of chocolate-type accessories. So I got, at Bodyline, I saw this here. This is a necklace. I'm going to list all the numbers down below. But this is a necklace that I don't know if I'm going to keep it in this original state, but I really like the charm on it. And now that I look at it from versus the website, it's done the usual thing that that store does in general, which is that everything you order from Bodyline is way better in real life than it is on the website. I don't know what it is, but there's something about their photography on the website that really makes things not look very good, and then when you order them and get them in real life, you're always surprised because you sort of set your expectations and then it sort of exceeds it. It feels like a piece of metal that's been painted over, and I really like it. It looks much more well defined than it did on the store picture. It's a tiny bit lumpy. There's some bubbles when they painted it. I don't know what causes those kinds of air bubbles, but I think because it's supposed to look like a piece of chocolate, chocolate's a very organic kind of a thing, and so I think those bubbles aren't very bad, and also for $4, this isn't bad at all. It comes with a little teacup, and then there's sort of, the teacup is pierced, and then there are like little bits of chains, like droplets flowing out that end in a few different beads. This one's like more of a crystal cut, and then this one is more of just a little rounded bead. I think it's kind of a translucent plastic that wants to pretend it's glass, but it's plastic. And then this is plastic up here, but it's cut more like a crystal. And then there's also a little heart charm right there. And then as far as the chain, there's like this basic good gold chain, and then there's a suede-ish chain. I don't know if it's actual suede. I can't tell, which is a good sign, because that either means it's a real suede or it's a good fake. But either way, this is a very durable feeling piece, and it's really sturdy. So I'm very surprised, to say the least. I thought it was just going to cannibalize the chocolate charm, and I was just going to forget the rest of it. But, excuse me, I think obviously I'm actually going to use the whole thing, either just keeping it as it is, or I'm going to take it apart piece by piece, but then use all the elements. Okay, so next thing I gotta tell you, before I show you what I got, is, so this is basically the spring-summer order. And an important part of Lolita aesthetic for spring and summer is, getting something to cover your wrists. Now that might seem a little strange or paranoid, but with sort of how the outfits balance out and everything, it does look kind of weird sometimes if you have bare wrists, and then you have like this full coordinate with a bunch of stuff on it. And I would say in general, like, I know this, you know, I don't get paranoid about this, but like, in general, I would say if you have very tiny wrists, I have really tiny wrists. These are like 5 inches around, and then I have sort of the nubby bone sticking out. It looks a little better if I covered this up with jewelry or something than if it, you know, sort of is just kind of left out there for everyone to look at. So I bought 3 pairs of wrist cuffs. This is wrist cuff number 1. I made sure to get them all in very different kinds of lace. This one is a very thick cottony lace, and then it has a nice bow on it, and it has like these really well-defined cutout holes, and there's sort of a rose pattern in it. I don't know if it's showing very well. It looks like the elastic might be a bit loose on me, but that's okay, because for me, where the value really is in getting the lace, and then I can quickly with a sewing machine tighten it if I need it. But let's see. Okay, it's not that off. I actually think I'm going to leave these alone, or I'm going to like take an elastic bracelet and put them over. With the amount of space that's left in here, I would say that this is a 5-inch wrist. Probably anyone's 6-inch to 7-inch wrist will be totally fine. 8-inch, you're probably gonna feel it stretch a little around, but like look at this. That's way more than 8 inches. So you're gonna be okay. And yeah, I like this. And let's see what else. Okay, we got 2 more wrist cuffs. This one is going to seem a lot more classic. The other one, excuse me, the other one was a very thick lace. This has a more antique-y lace feel to it. It has little pearls on it, and as you can see, the lace is more translucent, and there's 2 layers of lace here. The other one was 1 layer, I think. I might be wrong. Sorry, I just need to straighten this out. So, one thing I can tell you right off the bat is that this one, you need to, like, not carefully put it on, but you can't just shove it and run out the door. So here it is on my wrist, and this is fitted to my wrist. This one fits. So I'm going to list it below. This is the one that fits a 5-inch wrist perfectly. It's not pulling or tugging, and there's lots of give, but as you can see, when I let it go, it actually holds onto my wrist perfectly. So I would say this one runs smaller than the black one, and that if you have a thicker wrist, and by thicker I'm talking about maybe 7 to 8 inches, depending on how you like elastic to be, if you like elastic to just rest on your hand, or if you're okay with it being a little tight, you might want to be careful about this one. Right now the elastic is just holding my wrist, it's not squeezing it. It feels loose, but I feel like you can see I'm wiggling my hand right now. It's not falling off. So it is very fitted. So there's this one. And now, last pair of wrist cuffs. Sorry this is running long. Okay. So this pair of wrist cuffs, I don't know exactly what this lace is called. It's 2 layers of lace, and it's very well defined. The pattern is a very sort of typical lace pattern. There's no floral theme to it. One thing I forgot to note before is that a lot of the wrist cuffs on Bodyline come in multiple different color combinations. I wanted to get 3 really different color combinations because this is my last order for the season, so I wanted to make sure I had a variety of things to work with. So here it is. This one is in the middle. It's more snuggly than the black one, but it's not as snug as the white one. I feel like I can still wiggle my hand around and it's not going to flop all over the place. But there's definitely, you can see in here, that it's not, it's kind of, it wants to slide down a little. So I'd say 5-inch wrist, 6 probably fits loose, 7 probably fits with a tiny bit of a secure feeling on it, and then 8, I'm not entirely sure. Again, it has a lot of stretch to it. Okay, so those are all the accessories. I think I might actually want to cut this video in half, so see you in the next round for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 items. One of them is going to be one of those older Bodyline JSKs that a lot of people are like, oh no. But I ordered it anyways, just to see what the heck it is. So, see you over there.